Hey, what's up, everybody? Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for another 8-4 return to Ravnica draft. Uh, Pretty easy collective blessing pick here. This is right up there, right alongside Pack Rat as one of the most powerful rares in the format. That was weird. I heard a noise outside and my cat's freaked out. Okay, so collective blessing here. Unfortunately, a couple other good Selesnya cards in here, the Guildgate, the Giant Growth, Monitor, Knightly Valor, Brush Strider, so somebody else is going to be tempted to go down that route, and someone's going to want to be in green for Dreg Mangler, Stab Wound, maybe, for Golgari and stuff like that, but easy collective blessing. Certainly a card worth at least splashing for. But I think since we passed the Golgari and Selesnya signal, we might have a little bit of difficulty, but we'll see. I mean, at least a little bit of difficulty in Pack 2, but we could still end up junk or something like that. Ooh, interesting. Well, Desecration Demon is very strong. It's a little bit awkward after a collective blessing, not gonna lie. I could go straight. I could just stay completely on color, pick the Centaur's Herald, which is still certainly a strong card for Selesnya. One of the better commons. Desecration Demon is a very strong card, though. Might be a wee bit greedy. Pick Desecration Demon here since it's completely off color, and I'm already dedicating myself to 3 color. If I get a Golgari signal, though, I can very easily splash for Collective Blessing. Desecration Demon is very strong. Just for the sake of interest, I'm kind of tempted to take the Desecration Demon. Might be better to just stay on color, though. And this passes a better Selesnya signal if we start signaling now. I'm going to take the Herald. Perhaps wrong. Desecration Demon's definitely stronger, but Centaur's Herald is just sweet. Okay. I think we're probably looking at the Rhino. There's also some good Golgari cards, like Sewer Shambler, Jailbreaker, Cryptborn Horror to a certain extent, but a little more Rakdos there, Trestle Troll. But I guess we'll take Rhino. I mean, it's nice having a Rhino. Rhino's certainly good with Collective Blessing. Alright, here we go. So, I think here we're just going to pick the Brush Strider. Get a nice 2-drop creature, one I like quite a bit. Alright, so now we can do Arrestor or Seller. Seller works better with the Collective Blessing. It also works with Populate. I do like Arrestor quite a bit, though. I think since we're in Selesnya and it already works better with the Collective Blessing, I guess I'm a little more inclined to pick the Seller of Songbirds here. We also could pick up some Populate, which is also good with Seller, so that's reason enough for me. Alright. Monitor versus Judge's Familiar. Familiar is kind of cool, and it does have some pretty good practical applications, but I think we're probably just looking at the Monitor. We want to just get a ton of creatures. And Monitor is actually a pretty good one. Not amazing, but decent. I think the Key Rune and the Scorpion are probably the best cards in the pack. And we're not super likely to play the Key Rune, but if I end up splashing either black or red, I could want it. Alright, I think we're definitely picking up the Sunspire Griffin here, which is actually the first white pick besides Collective Blessing I guess we've picked up. So, oh, I guess we have the Seller too. Never mind. Okay, Guildgate versus another Krasda Monitor. I don't think I need another 4-drop right now. I'd rather have some mana fixing here, I guess, this late. Krasda Monitor's fine, even in multiples, but I think I actually like the Guildgate a little bit more here. I really do want to make sure that my mana's good with a deck like this. Even though it's only 2 color at the moment, it's still nice to pick up the Guildgates. I don't really need anything here. I think I'll take the key rune only because there's a chance I could dip into blue. Selesnya with a little bit of Azorius in it is not bad. I guess I could possibly splash red too. Trickery actually looks good against us, so I'll take that over the ooze. Oops, don't want to hide that. Spawn of Rick's Mad Eye is actually a good card, so I'll take that. I think for now we probably just hide the key runes. So we look alright. We picked up only about 7 playables out of that pack, which isn't a ton. So my fear was pack 2 were going to get cut, but they may be going more Golgari than Selesnya, but I guess we'll find out when the time comes. Alright, so if we can get another on-color rare, that would be sick. Or foil Jace the Architect of Thought. Yeah, I think that's the pick. Otherwise, it would have been probably Drudge Beetle, possibly Kraz the Guildmage. Yeah, maybe the Guildmage. Guildmage is certainly better enough than Drudge Beetle where I'd want to take it, but yeah, foil Jace. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Cellar versus Sunspire Griffin. I actually think Griffin is a better card, but Cellar, once again, better with Collective Blessing and offers us up some more population, a little populate action, huh? So I think we're going Cellar here. Alright. So now it's Blockade versus Apparition. Apparition is indeed a bear, but once again, same argument for populate purposes. I'm going to take the Security Blockade. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any populate yet, but Druid's Deliverance usually go pretty late, and we could see that. Pretty easy Arrestor here. Okay, Keyrune versus Griffin. We've also got Guildgate and Monitor. Well, I don't think it's Monitor, so it's really, I'm really feeling either Griffin or Keyrune. Keyrune's gonna help ramp me to Rhino and Collective Blessing, so I guess I'm a little more inclined to take this. If I also pick up Keyrune and I don't get a lot of mana sinks, I might be a little more likely to play like 16 lands or something like that. I do like Griffin quite a bit though. Griffin is a pretty cool flyer. It's like a Chapelgeist sort of thing. I think I want the Keyrune though, just because getting to Collective Blessing faster is pretty ridiculous. Plus he's a good little 3/3 beater. Yeah, I think I'm going Keyrune here. That one was debatable. Okay, here we're definitely going Drudge Beetle over the Swift Justice. I'd like to pick up some more creatures. I do like Swift Justice quite a bit, and I would play it, but at the moment we're in need of some more creatures. Okay, easy Arrestor again. I can play those guys pretty much infinitely. Alright, so I could get another Rhino. There's also Sundering Growth, Selesnya Sentry. I'm never really impressed with Sentry, and I guess we're currently at 13 playables, so, and we're about halfway through pack 2. I may want the Sentry just because it's playable, but I think I'm actually going to take the Sundering Growth because it's not only good against our Collective Blessing, but I wouldn't mind sideboarding into it for a little bit of populate. Let's take the Predation here. Alright, Chorus it is. Can certainly main deck that. Transguild, I guess, leaves me open for a splash, so I'll take it. None of these are good. So we're going to need quite a few playables out of pack 3 here. And we are actually no removal at the moment, which is okay. We do have a trick. We have one trick. We've got some Arrestors for Detain, but I would like some more removal. I don't think we're playing Death's Presence, so I'm going to take the Monitor, which we almost assuredly are playing. So in 2-color, I don't like playing Promenade. So I don't think I'm gonna play it for 2-color, but if we get some bomby, you know, easy to splash rare in this next pack, then might pick that. Okay, here we're gonna take the Justiciar. It's a very strong card, one I like quite a bit. Surprisingly, we haven't gotten any Populate. Not expecting that. Could also take the Giant Growth, but now Justiciar is just so strong. There was also a Keening Apparition in there, which I wouldn't have mind picking. So 16 cards. We currently need at least 7 playables out of this pack. Hopefully that's not too hard to do, but that's actually quite a few playable cards that we need to pick up here. Archon is very strong, but I don't think that we need to splash for it. I guess we could with the Trans Guild. We also have the Key Rune to help ramp to it. Let's see if there's something else here that's worth a damn. I guess not. Not really. This would also let us play the is it Key Rune? Just as like a little mana rock. Oh, I guess there's also Golgari Long Legs. Maybe I just want the Long Legs. Just consistency. I do like Archon quite a bit, but if we don't have to splash, maybe I don't need to force it. Oh, there's also Cellar here too. Do I actually want the Long Legs over the Cellar here? Maybe I want as many Cellars as I can get, though, because of the Collective Blessing. That makes a little more sense to me. Archon, Long Legs, Cellar. I think we're going triple Cellar. There's a chance we could get some Populate still, although we haven't been too lucky with that. Well, hopefully we table this. I'd love to take the Sky Knight, but I just don't think that's realistic, so I think we're taking Arrestor over the Apparition. I do like Apparition quite a bit, but you can really just play as many Arrestors as you can pick up. They are sick. Alright, easy Rootborn defenses here, and we're also playing it, so that's pretty cool. So we're at 19 playables now, that's good. Definitely taking the Swift Justice and playing it. Just an awesome tool to use against Rakdos, but just good in general. Alright, so now it's Vassal Soul versus Armory Guard. We look fairly aggressive, so I think I'm a little more excited about the Vassal Soul. Even though you should never really be excited about this card, it's not that exciting. It's fine in our deck. I guess I'm more likely to play the Sentry than the Caracal, but we are getting a little bit 3 heavy. So I might need to play 17 lands. Okay, Eyes in the Skies versus Militant. Militant's cool, but I'd like a little bit of Populate. Oh wait, how much do we have, I guess? We only have the Cellars, which this pretty much makes anyway. We also have the Security Blockade. Militant, maybe a little more aggressive, but nah, we gotta take the Eyes in the Skies. Just, it's better with Collective Blessing, and I'd like to get some surprise blockers. I've got 23 playables here, so I'm just going to take the best card in the remaining in the pack, which is the Inaction Injunction. We'll take the Rogue's Passage, and we'll most likely play it too, although it's not very good in this deck. Alright, now we'll take the Druid's Deliverance, and there's actually a pretty good chance that we're main decking that. I'll take the Dispel. I guess it's not that great against us, but it does take out Eyes in the Skies and Course of Might, Rootborn defenses, so there's a few things. Swift Justice. It hits some stuff on of ours. Downsize can be brutal sometimes. Heroes Reunion I have yet to play. Alright, so this might still be a 16 land deck, believe it or not, because of the Key Rune, and because we don't really have mana sinks except for the Scavenge on Krasna Monitor, but I can still get to 6 or 7 mana, and it's not like essential that I get to 7 mana. So I feel like this is a 16 land deck, but let me look at what we're rocking currently. If I can avoid playing the Sentry, I would like to, but we'll see if that's a possibility. So this is 23. Okay. Because I have the Rogue's Passage, I think I can actually do 17 lands in this deck. I'm counting Rogue's Passage as like just a card. Well, what is it even good with? You know, it's only good with like Rhino. Rogue's Passage isn't even good in this deck, so maybe I don't want that. Maybe I'd rather just play another creature, get a Sentry in there, which sucks, but he's good enough. He's playable. Alright. Yeah, I feel like this is 17 or a 16 land deck. I guess we have the Drudge Beetle and the 2 Monitors, which are actual mana sinks, but whatever. Oh, I forgot my Centaur's Herald for the Eyes in the Skies too. So yeah, Eyes in the Skies was definitely the pick over whatever the hell I picked it over. Alright, so Guildgate. Let's look at our colors here. More white than green, but we have doubles in both. No blue necessary. So let's see, 9 sources of white, 8 sources of green. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, this is a deck, and we even got a sweet little foil Jace out of the mix, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, I'll run it like this, and I'll see you round 1.